Today I'm going to be talking about a particular app for dream journaling for Android. It may also have an iPhone version. If it does, I'll actually mention that on the screen right now. But anyway, it's called Lucidity. It's a dream journaling app. Let's get right into it. Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot. It's me, Matt here, and today I'm talking about an app called Lucidity. This is an Android app that allows you to record your dreams, set alarms that will actually remind you to do reality checks, get notifications to actually remember to do all-day awareness and to stay aware throughout the day, and it'll also help you sort through your dreams and find like dream themes and so on. So I'm going to be basically reviewing this app, giving my thoughts on the good things about it, the bad things about it, anything I would change, and whether I think this is an app worth using, and so on. I basically only started using this yesterday, so this isn't a long trial review of it. This is just my kind of first impressions of the app, more or less. And if anything massively changes in the next few weeks of using it, then I'll leave a comment down below with any additional details. But I think I've got a good impression of the app already, and so I want to talk a bit about it. So first of all, let me show you the app. So this is the basic screen for the app. I know it's not going to be very clear on my camera, it's not going to show up the best, but this is the basic screen. You can see all these little coloured note things. These won't actually be there if you just install the app right away. These are actually my dreams that I've put in, and you'll notice right away that these little dream notes are different colours. This was actually the main thing that attracted me to this app. You may have heard of another popular lucid dream journaling app called Awoken. And Awoken and this app are very, very similar. They have almost all the same features. There's like a couple of minor differences between them. The reason that I personally chose this one over Awoken for now is that I like the interface, and I like the color coding and stuff like that, because I felt that this would be a really good way to just color code all my different dreams so I can see whether it's a lucid dream, an astral projection, a vague dream that I barely remember, or one that was very vivid, and so on. I just feel like instantly seeing the colours is a better way to do that than just labelling them. Both apps, Awoken and this, have the feature of actually labelling your dreams, putting in different labels for what the dream contains and so on, so you can sort your dreams like that. But I like this colour coding thing. It's possible that Awoken actually has a feature for this. I haven't actually tried it out yet, so I don't know. But anyway, in this video I'm talking specifically about this app. I may do another video about some of the other dream journaling apps, including Awoken, later. But let's focus on Lucidity right now. So you get these color-coded things, which is great for sorting out actually different dream themes and so on. You also can add in actual different labels to a dream. So I had this very vague dream that I don't really know what it was about. I just remember a little bit of it. This is actually the open dream thing. You probably won't be able to read it from there, so I'm going to read it out to you guys. It says, letting them know. And I wrote down, only vaguely recall dream. Remember being in my old house and a guy telling me I had to let his people/villagers, I don't know whether it was people or villagers, that's why I wrote that, know they were safe by completing some strange procedure. That was all I remembered of the dream. I can't comment any further on the procedure because I don't know what it was. I just remember there was some procedure that I was trying to let some people know that they were safe because he couldn't let them know they were safe. Like, that was all I remember from that dream, and it was really vague. So I color coded it kind of grey, which is a thing I'm going to use for the vague dreams. And then I also added in this little tag. You probably can't see it, but it says vague/poor recall. And the way that I did this is, if you go into actually edit the dream, when you're putting in the dream, you come up with this screen and you get the date, which you can put, by default it just goes to last night. You can put in a specific date, and then you get to put in a title, then you get to type in the text of your dream. At the top, you get this button here. If I can hit it from the side, okay. It says select color, and you can select the color for it. So if I wanted to have it purple, I could have it purple. In this case, I've got it as a grey because it's a vague dream. Now also, you'll notice a little button here next to the title. If you press on that, it allows you to add labels, and you'll get a bunch of labels by default. By default, the labels that you'll be able to add are lucid, favourite, vivid, recurrent, nightmare, or happy. But if you actually go into the settings, there is actually an option to add a new label, and so I added this label called vague/poor recall because I want to be able to sort by dreams that I didn't remember much of, in case I can find any trends that happen that cause me to not remember my dreams and so on. So I added that in, and I tagged it, and then it just comes up as a little tag there. Now if I actually want to find that dream later on, I can go to my main screen, I can click this little search bit, And I can search by something that's in the dream. I can search by a word or whatever, or I can also do select label filter, and I can just tick the actual vague recall one, click OK, and then it actually finds 3 dreams. 3 of the dreams that I remembered last night were pretty vague, and so it finds those dreams. And so that's kind of cool. It allows you to sort your dreams and in lots of different ways. So what other features does this have? Aside from being a dream journaling app, it also has some other features, which I'll show you guys now. If you click this button up here, you'll get a bunch of different things. So first of all, I'm going to show you the Lucid Dreaming tools bit. In here, you'll have several different tools. You can enable reality checks, which will basically do an alarm to actually remind you to do a reality check several times through the day. You can configure what times, so you can do, by default it's from 9 AM till 10 PM, and it reminds you one time. But you can change it, so you can change the sound that plays, you can change how many times it reminds you throughout the day, you can change what times it reminds you between. So if you don't want it like going off while you're at school or while you're at work, then you can set times when you're at home. You can also set a morning reminder that actually reminds you to write down your dreams when you wake up. You can set an evening reminder, which I think is really cool, a reminder to actually read your dreams in the evening, because if you read your dreams before bed, then you're kind of recognizing your dreams better, so you're more likely to become lucid within a dream. And then, as well as that, it's also got an all-day awareness notification thing to actually remind you to stay aware throughout the day. So all of these are quite useful. I actually haven't been using the reality check notifier thing at the minute because I'm not actually a big fan of reality checks myself. They are very helpful, but once you're an experienced lucid dreamer, I feel like you can kind of guarantee lucid dreams every night without doing them anyway. So I kind of don't like stopping to do them throughout my day. I don't really do them much anymore. But if you're a new lucid dreamer, then these are really useful. So this is actually going to be really useful for you to actually turn on the reality checks thing. And what I suggest is making it a fairly large number, like 10 or 15 times a day or something, so that you actually get into the habit of doing reality checks, and that carries over into your dreams. So what else does this app have? Well, another thing that it has is what's called dream signs. Now, dream signs is basically, you'll notice I already have one in here that says Old Town back in England. What these dream signs are basically anything, a recurring theme of some sorts. I talked about this in my last video, that you can analyze your dreams to find recurring themes, and if you notice a recurring theme, then you can remember to do reality checks whenever you encounter that, and if you do that, then obviously eventually you'll encounter it in a dream again, hopefully, and get lucid. So I wrote down Old Town back in England because I noticed that in like 2 or 3 of the 4 dreams that I had last night, they were all set in my old town, or they were like in my old town, or like someone from my old town, or there was that one that I showed you guys, which is where I was in my old house. So obviously that's a recurring theme in my dreams, and that definitely is, because that's not just last night's dreams. I have that a lot. I dream about where I used to live in England, and so I added that as a dream sign. You just click the new dream sign and you just type it in, and that's it. But also there is another feature here where you can click Analyze My Dreams at the top, and it will show you the most used words throughout your dreams. So obviously it's going to have things like the and so on at the top, but you can actually filter out words that you don't want to see, so you can filter out stuff like that. But obviously if you scroll through it and you notice that a certain word is appearing a lot of times, then perhaps that is a dream theme. So that's an actual easy way of spotting dream themes that you might not have noticed otherwise. So I think that's really cool. Obviously I can't really spot anything with that just yet because I've only been using it for one night. I only have 4 dreams in there. There was one that came up a few times actually. There's house came up 3 times, and that was over 2 or 3 multiple dreams, but it wasn't particularly that house was a theme. And there was sort of a theme of houses, but I guess that's not really a theme because you encounter houses all the time anyway, and it's not really something that happens in all of my dreams. It's just there was a dream where I was fighting zombies around some house, and there was a dream where I was in my old house. So I decided, the old town bit was more relevant because it covered more of my dreams. I didn't add in the house bit as one of my signs, but you could do something like that, and you can look through and find anything that is a sign for you. Now alongside all of that, you also have some settings which you can access by hitting the menu in the top left hand corner and then clicking settings. And you can pin protect your journals, so if you have private dreams that you don't really want to share with people and you don't want people reading your dream journal if they pick up your phone, then you can do that. You can set a pin so that people won't be able to read it. You can also set it up so that it randomizes the color when you put in a new entry if you just want them all to be different colors. You don't care about color coding, or you can have a default color that they normally are. You can also back it up to SD card. You can back up all your dreams, or you can back them up to text file as well. So that's basically all of it. You can have it so auto backs up as well. and you can actually, I'm not sure what these buttons do. There's a link to Google Plus community and a link to our Lucid Dreaming button. I'm not sure if those just take you to those websites or if those buttons actually like export your dreams there or something, so I'm not sure about that. And anyway, that's kind of the app in a nutshell. So pros and cons. Pros, it's really nice looking, the app. I kind of like the lighter theme of it. I like the colours and stuff. It's nice to use. The search function is cool. You can search through the dreams, and the way that you can analyse dreams for dream themes is also useful. Feature-wise, it has everything that you need, basically. What about the cons? Well, the only minor con that I found with it was the fact that it took me a while to actually figure out how to do some of the things in the app. It will, like, this is the basic app. Again, I'm sorry that it's kind of blurry because it's, camera recording my phone. But when you see this, to actually get into the settings menu, you can't just press the settings button on your phone. If you do that, nothing comes up. So for ages, I didn't actually know there was a settings menu. It's kind of hidden because there's this title bit up that says My Dream Journal, and it has the Lucidity icon. And to the very left of it, you can faintly see 3 lines like you get on a settings icon. But I didn't actually notice that at first. I thought that was just part of the actual logo. And so for ages, I didn't know there was a settings bit. And I actually found it by accident. And I noticed, oh, there's this whole menu with all the tools and dream signs and stuff. And so I didn't realise that I had those features. And I thought they were just missing from the app or something wasn't working. So my suggestion, if any of the developers watch this, would be to add it so that you can actually go in the app and just press this button to open that menu, like you can in some other apps. That would be a lot simpler and a lot more intuitive. Or alternatively, just have the icon move across a bit and make the settings a bit more visible, just so it's actually easier to see. That said, that's the only negative I can actually seem to find about this app, and so I'm actually going to start using it myself. I really like it, and obviously, depending on your needs, a different Lucid Dreaming Journal app might be more suitable to you. This one seemed really suitable to what I want. Basically, I'm going to start using this from now on because it's a lot easier than what I was doing before. Before, I was actually noting down my dreams in Notepad on my computer, which meant that I actually had to wait until I was up and on my computer to write them down, which meant that I would often forget dreams before I actually got to that part. So by doing it on my phone now, I can do it a lot quicker and remember more dreams. So I'm going to be using this, and if I do notice anything major with it, anything that changes my opinion on it, then I'll put it down in the comments below. But overall, I really like this, and if you guys actually want to get it, then I'll put a link in the description to where you can get it on the Play Store. This isn't a sponsored video, I just figured I should say that. I basically am only recommending this because I tried it out and it seems really good. Other dream journaling ones that you can get are, for example, Awoken, which is very similar. There are some slight differences, like the Awoken didn't seem to have the color coding thing, but it does have some other feature that this one didn't have, which is that you can actually set these tones to come up when you're actually asleep. It's basically like an alarm that comes up when you're asleep, but it's a quiet tone that's meant to come while you're dreaming to remind you that you're dreaming. You get it to go through the day so that you get used to it. It's called like a totem sound or something like that. And then it comes up in your dreams and is meant to notify you that you're dreaming. But in theory, this app does kind of have the same feature anyway, because you could always just use the reality check function to remind you of that, to come up in your dreams with a certain sound. Also though, I am actually using a different application for that particular purpose of actually, notifying me while I'm asleep, to actually get me aware while I'm asleep. But that's an app for another video. I'll probably make a video all about that one soon. So anyway, that's been all about this Lucidity app. I definitely think it's a great app, and it's what I'm going to be using from now on. So if you want to check it out, check the description down below. Thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, remember to subscribe over there. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. And if you want to keep watching, check out the video that's linked on screen. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.